What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at XRP, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, as well as the S&P 500 if we have time. Specifically in today's episode, I feel like we need to spend quite a bit of time looking at XRP's chart as well as Bitcoin's chart. The other cryptocurrencies are kind of falling shy as there is pretty much more consolidation happening than there is really hard technical analysis that we can follow. But definitely feel free to get involved in the comments. Let me know if you see any sort of other formation, cup and handle, bullish divergence, what could be corrections and things of that nature. This way we can all help each other move forward in the market. Otherwise, if you guys aren't new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm on the current coin market cap right now to start. Top 10 cryptos, everything really just is kind of flatlined right now. Actually, the markets seem to be dropping. I mean, Bitcoin's down 5%. We have XRP down 3.5%. Litecoin's down, Bitcoin Cash is down, Chainlink's down. Everything's pretty much down except for Polkadot. Polkadot is up fairly high. Same thing with Cardano. These two coins are really making a run for it, especially Polkadot. Like, ask me 2 years ago what Polkadot was, I'd have no clue. But now this is something that has been on the radar for a lot of people, and it definitely might be a coin that we may have to consider. Granted, it's up 80% just this week. It may be something to look into. So let me know down in the comments if there is a cryptocurrency you would like to see removed and Polkadot be added to the list. Otherwise, would you like me to just add another cryptocurrency to the list? These videos would get a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but if it's really up to you guys if you want to see another cryptocurrency added in replace or you want one added and the videos are longer. So definitely let me know. Now, moving on to these cryptocurrencies, because I really want to jump right into the technical analysis. Granted, what I've been saying the past couple of days, I still am a firm believer of. I mean, let's just look real quick at all these cryptocurrencies. You can see everything looks okay. Going down to Bitcoin, let's move it to the 4 hours so you can see what I'm referencing. S&P 500. So mainly, let's start with XRP. This is a coin I know a ton of you guys are following right now, and we all have our opinions. So really, what we needed to see for the market to pump higher with XRP was for us to break this 4-hour moving average. Clearly, it didn't do that. Not only that, but it has a great support and uptrend that it also broke through. This is also an interesting trend that would, for the most part, insist that we start to correct lower. So really, it seems like the market really wants to correct downwards. It seems like on the daily specifically, there is some sort of resistance here that is pushing the coin down. You can clearly see it here. And prices are correcting and falling lower. And it seems like there's a chance that the rest of the market might be following through if everything starts to fall that way. So what's interesting that I'm noticing is there's a really good chance we're going to be coming back down and closing lower than our prior high or our prior low, which isn't necessarily a good thing, and it may actually consider, potential reversal effect. It seems like we may actually have topped off. It seems like we have maybe hit the top that XRP wants to go for right now, and we might actually start to see the consolidation. So I'm starting to switch fairly bearish, and there's a good chance most of you guys might want to consider switching bearish if we see a correction below 26 cents. We're currently at 27, so we need to see a penny drop, and then we may honestly anticipate correction, which could bring us down to 23 cents, if not all the way down to 18 cents. Now, granted, yes, for the company as a whole, seeing the prices fall lower isn't necessarily a good thing. For us, I'm not really that worried, granted that we can create a short opportunity using the XRP that we do have here on Bityard. I've actually got a lot of DMs asking me for other exchanges. You guys know that Bityard does offer spot trading. This is huge for most places. Not many places will allow you to actually create some sort of short opportunity. So I want to show you guys this here. Let me get rid of this that advertisement. So you can see right now on the spot trading how many cryptocurrencies are offered. Yes, they're all to USDT, but this will allow you to buy any of these cryptocurrencies with USDT. So if you have USDT in your account, you can then, purchase XRP, you can purchase Litecoin, you can purchase Dash, all these cryptocurrencies that are here, and then you can literally remove them or withdraw them from the exchange and then send it to any exchange you want. So that's why I like Bityard, because there's not many exchanges that allowed you to purchase Stellar or purchase BAT or purchase Litecoin or any of these cryptocurrencies, even and especially using USDT as a trading pair. There's not many allowed in the US. Bityard allows you to do so, and that's what I like about them a lot. So not only that, so definitely make sure to check this out. Obviously, if we see the short opportunity open up within XRP, we're obviously going to be shorting the market, buying in long or selling short. You can see right here, leveraging at about 10 to 15%, depending on how comfortable we are, and then just selling short and capitalizing off the run to the downside. Maybe creating stop losses on the way. So what's interesting too to notice is it seems like this isn't necessarily like a drop. Like there's not really that much volume that's inside the candles as the coin is falling. I mean, you can look back on here in the end of December. This was a huge drop. Everything was correcting. Everything was just falling much lower at a much more rapid rate. Compared to now, we're seeing a lot more uncertainty. The volume has steadily slowed down. You can see that the prices are slowly creeping downwards. Like it doesn't want to do so. Clear reversal signals, but the market really just is a slow correction to the downside. So it really is just waiting to retest some sort of strong support where it could pop off. So now it seems like this uptrend that we had going for the coin is now slowly changing into what could be a correction to the downside, where the markets are pretty much primed. I mean, the daily markets look A-okay for XRP, but it seems like it just needs to hit some sort of support to regain stability and then be able to pop to the upside. And that's why this 26-cent support level is so vital for XRP's chart in regards to figuring out whether or not it's going to pop off to the upside and eventually retest its daily moving average, or if we're going to correct lower. Granted, we are so overextended, and the markets even show more so that we want to correct lower. Granted that we are still overextended and seeing that bearish cross on the moving average, it seems like coins just really want to correct to the downside. So what other opportunities are there in the market? Well, that's why Bitcoin is my other main focus right now. This is another main factor. This coin has still some opportunity left in it. Granted, we are retesting bottom support currently as I speak. This does open up some doors to potential movements to the upside. There is what I thought was a bearish divergence. Yes, we did not see a higher high as we were anticipating. You can see these coins are below the previous high that we had, but we are setting higher lows every single day. Every other day, maybe every week. We're setting these higher lows, which is a great opportunity. Right now, we're currently retesting an area where last time we retested support, we were much lower. We were actually down to 33,700. Now we're currently at 35,300. So we are definitely higher up. Bearish divergence usually is with higher highs, but you can see we are in a bearish movement, a bearish pattern on the relative strength indicators, but the prices are heading higher up. So it's very interesting. But to note, what I'm really focusing on is in regards to long-term movement. We're waiting for the coin to fill in right here. This is the end of January. So we have just a couple of days left, maybe a week and a half left of consolidation. But my main focus is how is today's candle going to close? Let's see how today's candle wants to do things. If we end up reaching below, this support level right here, and we end up closing below this support at $33,000, then ultimately we are closing below our prior high or our prior higher low, and there's a good chance we are going to correct lower. What I mean by that, if that confuses people, is this is where we were the last time we hit a bottom. This is where we were currently. If this price drops below the prior low that we had, then it's going to pretty much, anticipate correction and bearish movements to the downside, a correction to the downside. It's going to ultimately start something that we're not really going to be wanting to see, and it could, signal the big break, which could fall 60-70% as we've seen Bitcoin do in the past. So it's really, preventative that we pay quite a bit of attention watching where this coin does. Right now, it's got a lot of supports holding the coin up, but if it manages to reach below prior lows, then there's a good chance we could start to see, this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and we could see a big correction and a big fall to the downside, easily having the price from $40,000 to easily $20,000 in just a matter of days. So it's a very big focus that I have right now on Bitcoin. Otherwise, in anticipation of what could be a bullish opportunity, we are retesting the moving average right now, and we are holding support fairly well. There's a good chance, granted that it's only 7:49 a.m. right at this time of recording, that in the next couple of hours we may actually see the price of the coin start to reverse up. As it bounces off of here, it could see an easy swing up to $40,000 again. So this is a huge opportunity right now that I'm seeing for what could be a buy and long opportunity that we can obviously place on, Bityard by clicking Bitcoin, going to the daily, and then clearly just creating a leverage order right here, and then buying long by entering your margin, maybe $2,000, buy, boom, and then anticipating movements to the upside, creating a stop loss just in case. But if we manage to stay above the uptrend, which I do believe we will, granted we've done this over and over again since, I would say, maybe early December, there's a good chance the price of the coin is going to swing back up, and it is going to retest $40,000. So that's what I'm anticipating, this reversal formation here. So it's good news on Bitcoin. XRP, like I've talked about, seems fairly bearish right now. It's really unfortunate. I wasn't anticipating, nor did I want to see XRP's price head a little bit lower. It's not what I wanted, but Bitcoin does look great right now. I'm not too worried. There seems like there's more, kinetic potential within Bitcoin's price that could make us more money at an easier, more conservative outlook than XRP can right now. That's my honest opinion. So my main focus now is going to be slightly off of XRP and mainly on Bitcoin to see the opportunities of this big jump right here. There's a very big chance it could anticipate a big jump where the price does decide to surge back up to 41,000. If that does, hopefully it helps us, regain some support within XRP. And then hopefully some of the other cryptocurrencies follow through. So Ethereum is another coin that happens to be within its uptrend right here. Doesn't look too bad. You can see there's a smaller support that's falling on the coin right like this. Hopefully you guys notice that. This one seems a little bit less stable. There's a good chance we could break through this currently, but there is a support at 1145. If that's the case, it could fall down to the bottom support. But the coin's just consolidating. A lot of these coins have some sort of due date. This one's, around the same time, the end of January for Ethereum as Bitcoin is. Even Litecoin looks very interesting as it's pretty much just consolidating and hovering above and below its moving average. Not a coin I want to mess with right now. Showing potential signs of a big pop, but it just is consolidating outside of what could be easier consolidation. I'm noticing this. Maybe this is something we can consider. Some sort of smaller consolidation here. And it kind of ends right now, so that's interesting. I want to give it a little more support, but it truly does seem like it ends right now. So let's see how this symmetrical, triangle decides to play off. There's clear movements here where we are setting, lower lows or lower highs, and we are creating higher lows. So the coin is consolidating in some regard into this, into this channel right here. So let's see how this plays out in the next couple of hours, as there's a good chance it could pop off very soon. The S&P 500, it looks fine. Very obvious that it decided to breach lower and retest a new higher low, but I'm not, worried at all. We do have this ascending fractal forming. Coin does have a beautiful support, a beautiful resistance. Need be the fact that it is hitting a all-time high and corrected back down to bottom support, creating a low that was higher than the prior one, is only signs of bullish potential. So I do think we are going to head up higher. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up the market or the technical analysis for today's episode. Hopefully that helps some of you guys, as there's definitely a lot of uncertainty right now floating through the market. There's definitely a lot of resistance areas and prices that are being breached, and we are going to levels that we weren't anticipating. XRP looking bearish, Ethereum looking okay, Bitcoin looking potentially good for a bullish move to the upside, and Litecoin just the same. So it's going to be a very interesting movement right now. Today is definitely going to show some very big surprises, so definitely make sure to have your alerts on. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe. Check out Bityard, as it is linked in the description down below. Make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as it does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.